one thing it has shown me is that we're going to be a difficult team to beat, really, which is it's a great challenge for us. Do I think we can beat them? Yes. I always take the positive side of things. I think we can beat them, but we know it's going to be a hard-fought contest. And if we come out on top of this one, then it puts the confidence again will go through the roof for us. But as I said earlier, I respect the fact that they are a fine side and we've got some really good players, and we're going to have to be at the top of our game. Oh, listen, we're going there with our eyes open. We know it's going to be a very tough challenge. We know India are an excellent team, and we respect that, especially in their own conditions. But I think it's an exciting challenge at that as well. I think we are in a good place. We're constantly growing. I think we can go out there and I think we can win. And obviously, so do the players and everybody that's here. But we completely respect how tough and how big a challenge it is in front of us. But I think we can clear it. Well, I think it is a very tough challenge. But as I said, it's great for the team as well. I think we'll continue learning when we're out there. Pitching ourselves against arguably one of the best teams in the world. It's a great place to be, and it's the start of 9 test matches against them before we actually go to Australia as well. So I think it'll be a great experience for us, and it'll harden us as a team. What can you say? We've decided that we're going to rest and rotate the players as we are. We've decided that we need to look after the players, and I do believe in being proactive with looking after players rather than waiting until there's a problem. So, I would just say, ask them to try and understand why we do what we do. And it is, when we're resting people for the best interest of that player and equally to get the best out of them long term. Well, he'll come back into the group, won't he? And then the rest of it will be up for selection, really. We don't make any guarantees to anybody. I don't think you can, because you don't know where you're going to be at that given point in time. But I do think it is right that he has a rest. Johnny is obviously very busy. He's a multi-format player, and we've got to look after him and give him a little bit of time to chill out a little bit. Yeah, I think he's moving well. His balance is beautiful. He's getting great positions, and he seems really happy with himself. And why wouldn't you be? The way he batted, it was an absolute masterclass for anybody watching. Not only for our batsmen, our younger batsmen sat in the dressing room, but I think anybody at home as well, aspiring to be a batsman. The way that he went about building his innings was absolutely superb. So, he's worked hard and he deserves the success. Well, it's great just to have the options, isn't it, really? But, you are absolutely spot on. I think the way the two of them bowled was fantastic. Again, they showed everybody their class and how good they are. But equally, both of them led the bowling attack superb. And you ask somebody to take control of the game for you, and those two do it. Especially when it comes to controlling the game. But again, within the sort of young seniors group that we've got here, those two have been inspirational, really, in talking to them about cricket, talking to them about how we apply the game plan, but not only that, going out and showing them as well. So it's a real privilege to have both of them around. And from a coach's point of view, I'm in a lucky position where I've got options where I could do either or of what you suggested there. Yeah, if I start with knowing, then he should be available for the first test. He's sort of been through everything he needs to go through. He's progressing nicely. From a selection point of view, obviously we'll have to look at the wicket when we get there, but history may suggest that you'd be looking at 2 spinners. And then we're just going to have a look how the rest of the bowling attack will look beyond that. Obviously, you've got Ben back in there, you've got choices you can make. The seamers at the other end, and just how we want the attack to look. Whether you want, who you're going to use as pace, and so on and so forth. Well, obviously we'll get there. We'll get on the training field, and we'll just make sure that everybody's in a good place, and then we'll reintegrate them in. And if they're fit, they're ready, and they're looking good, then they will be available for selection. Yes. Yeah, there's quite a few sort of ways we could look at it. So Joe, myself, and obviously Ed are talking of various different ways of doing things. The great thing for me is that we've got options at the top of the order, so it puts us in a strong position. Does that? But yeah, clearly that would be one way of doing things.